Hey, what's up you guys? It's Cory, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be reacting to RWBY Volume 8, Chapter 3, Strings. And the description is, the fate of humanity requires our heroes to infiltrate the most heavily guarded facility in Atlas. All in a day's work. So, I mean, it's called Strings, so it's clearly, obviously, going to be, that's referencing Penny, because she's Pinocchio. And I was right in my prediction that this episode would probably be very Team Atlas focused. I know people are calling them Rainbow, but like it doesn't include May or Penny, and it's just easier for me to remember. It's like there's the team in Mantle and the team in Atlas, so that's how I've been referring to them. It seems like it's going to be very heavily focused in Atlas, especially just because they're going to want to leave us in suspense for what happened with Oscar at the end of the last episode. They're obviously going to have to touch on that because this episode is almost 18 minutes long. But, I mean, obviously without the intro, that cuts it down to, like, just about 16 minutes. I'm also wondering if... I said this on the Boopcast, but, like, there's gonna be some sort of other thing we see in here, and I'm wondering if it's probably going to be, like, seeing an update on what's going on with Winter, or are we gonna already go back to Crow and everybody in jail? I don't think we're gonna see Salem's forces again, just because I don't think we'll probably see Salem again until Oscar is with her, because that's going to happen. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for this episode. I haven't been spoiled at all for this episode. I was better today about avoiding social media, and people seem to be using their spoiler tags for the like couple of times I did go on Twitter. So yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this. All right, starting the video in 3, 2, 1. Also, I officially love this intro and this song. I mean, I talked about my issues with it last time, but like, I'm officially no longer like, I've definitely gotten past that like, oh, this is new and weird phase. Like, I love it. Oh man. Oh, the wings that were on her, I didn't even notice. Those were the wings that the Hound had. Oh, I'm also kind of hoping we'll see the Shnees soon. I don't think we'll probably see them this episode, but I want to see them soon, because I want to see what shitstorm is happening with them. Oh man. This is, I just hate this shot so much. Like, I get they wanted the freeze frame behind, but like, I don't know, it's just weird. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm just excited since we're gonna see Team Atlas to know, like, to really get a good idea about, like, what their moves going forward are, because they're gonna hit some roadblock. Oh, it's them coming up the chutes.
Ow, ow, come on! That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience! Ow.
Good. Because I never want to do that again.
All right, Robo Girl. You're up.
Robo
Which way?
Girl. Also, Blake's here, so... Whoa.
We'll cross the bridge, then go left, straight, left, up, right, straight, right, straight, left, left. And my name is Penny.
You... Oh. Oh, right. Oh, she doesn't have to, like...
Squad captain knows what's going on up there. They can't get close to that storm without getting shot right out of the air.
It's creepy. All those Grimm just waiting. Worse than if they'd attacked.
Hey, don't say that. They'll jinx us.
I just hope the CO can get us some answers soon, or...
Huh?
Nora. So May clearly has some sort of control over the shape of the thing.
Welcome back, Dr. Polendina.
Oh, they haven't gotten rid of his credentials, but he's on their wanted list.
Alright. Where to next, Penny?
Right through Central Command.
Excuse?
Of course.
I can't maneuver us through all that.
Do not worry. RWBY is capable of traveling at an extreme velocity from one point to another by breaking herself down to her molecular components, thus negating her mass, and then reassembling them at the destination, theoretically making it possible for her to transport all of us in the same way, as mass no longer matters.
What?
You can use your semblance on all of us.
Did Penny just figure that out before you did?
Like, she knew you were a faunus before I did.
That's true.
Just for the delay. Today has been busy. Have you made any progress?
Also, I love that they, like...
had
I
to
see, I knew
take
he
steps
was
to try
working on it.
motivating you. Again.
Given what we're after, I've got all the motivation I need. Sadly, it doesn't make taking down Pietro's magical science project any less cumbersome.
Wow.
Oh, I trust you can come up
God,
with something.
I didn't even think of that. God, James, you're so fucked.
Speaking of the man, are you aware that dear Dr. Polendina is gallivanting around your military compound? Unless, of course, someone else is using his credentials.
A security threat has been detected in the compound. Status alert level 3. Red. Lockdown initiated. Authorization granted to handle any threats with lethal force.
You've got to be joking.
The pneumatic tubes have all been closed off.
We're trapped.
We passed a hangar. I can hijack an airship and get us off this floating rock.
Wait. We can still succeed. We are so close.
What is her plan? Number one dude. Oh, number one dud.
Read the sign, Bill! Read the sign! Why don't you ever just pay attention? You're in here late all the time, your coworkers...
Damn, go RWBY.
Another thing I don't want to do.
Wait.
Ever.
Oh.
Again.
I was like, where's May? But maybe she's just walked through on her own? Or, oh wait, or is May actually securing transportation for them now?
Stand back, please.
Also, Blake, it's probably going to have to happen again, because Weiss has been through it before. Oh, God, I'm so afraid.
Where is everyone?
I don't like that Ironwood knows they're there. Oh. Okay, so it's electrified, so Nora can go super ham, I think.
Hey, Dad. I'm ready.
Huh?
This process is a little complicated, so I'm remoting into Penny from Amity Coliseum.
I hate that this is a thing that can actually happen, because now it means she can be taken over. Fuck. We always kind of worried about this. And especially now that we know that, like, that's also what Watts' plan is.
I hope the others are okay. I've never
Shouldn't
seen
they
anyone
maybe
really
be in,
feel
like,
this.
fighting
Don't
positions
worry.
just in case?
They're sisters. Sometimes sisters just have very different ideas about what's right.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Jean's a great leader, Oscar's grown a ton, and Yang is more than capable of protecting them all in a fight.
And Ren?
Oh, and of course Ren is... I don't know what he is. Every time I think the two of us are making progress, he... We've been together our whole lives, but I feel like I understand him less now than ever. And I don't know if that's his fault or mine.
When you've been at someone's side for so long, after a while they become a part of you. But that's just it. They're only a part of you. Don't forget about the rest.
I don't actually know who I am. Without Ren. Pretty sad, huh?
Well,
breaking my heart, girl.
Maybe take this opportunity to find out. Do something only Nora can do.
Like what? Be strong and hit stuff?
I just have to... There! Downloading the cloned imprint now. When Penny gets to Amity, we'll run the launch sequence. Amity's computer will try to connect to the General's terminal, but get Penny instead.
And after the launch, I'll return to help you all with the evacuation.
About that, Penny. When Amity goes up, I think you should be honored with Maria and I.
But they need me here. Right?
Well, if you stay far out of Salem's reach, then she can't open the vault. She can't get to the relic. So... maybe it is for the best.
But that's not what
we
Penny
should
wants.
Probably head to the hangar.
I know it's the right thing to do, but is it the right thing for Penny?
We all have to do some things we would rather not.
I don't like that.
Hello, kids.
Oh, fuck!
Come home now, Penny.
So your first time losing to us wasn't enough?
We were holding back!
We have all said some things we regret, but please, hear me out. I know you thought you were doing the right thing when you left with the Maiden Power.
Don't trust him. I trust him least of all.
Things have changed.
If General Ironwood plans to leave Mantle behind, nothing has changed.
I thought you were supposed to protect the people.
Of Mantle.
I would never hurt anyone.
Well, Winter's in critical condition because of you.
And you repaid her by stealing the power that should have been hers.
But taking the Maiden Power was the only way to
If you keep refusing to do the right thing, people in Atlas and Mantle are going to die.
You could stop all of this, Penny. Just open the vault, hand over the relic, and you'll save Atlas.
But it won't save Atlas. Salem will find her way to the relic no matter where you go. Once Ironwood opens the vault, the relic is as good as—
One more word, and I'm throwing you in jail right next to your uncle, Runt.
Leave her alone.
And what are you gonna do about it, Tin Can?
Hey, no!
I'm so scared.
You will not hurt my friends!
Oh, Penny, I'm really more worried about you, girl. Come on, you gotta help the girls get to you. They've beat him before, they can do it again. Penny, just get out of there.
Harriet! Help!
They don't have their leader to keep them in check. And that's what I'm wondering is how is this actually gonna go without Clover? Nora, do your...
4 versus 1? Cowards. Penny's the Winter Maiden. I'm sure she can hold her own for a little bit.
That's... yes, she can, but only for a little bit. Oh, that was a shot from the trailer. No. Harry. I say, she has magic. Well. Yeah, Penny, you can fly. Just fly down.
We have to get out there.
Come on, Nora.
Strong.
Break stuff.
Nora,
yeah.
wait!
Jesus Christ, lady.
Hurry up, Elm! I can't!
I'm so stressed. Are you okay, Nora?
That was pretty awesome.
Nora!
Guys, keep her safe.
Damn it! That was our chance!
Yes, it was.
I need all
fucker.
available squads to converge on...
Wait. I have a message for your operatives.
But General,
We understand, sir.
Marrow? They're targeting Nora. Oh, they made her so she can disconnect her blades now.
Let's go.
Oh, no, they want one of her swords so they can use it to get into her operating system.
Very suspicious.
May?
You coming or what?
Thank God.
All ready to...
She's in bad shape. We need to get her somewhere safe.
It's okay, Penny.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
It is time for me to go, isn't it?
We'll see each other again really soon. I promise.
I'm so worried.
Good work.
Good work would have been capturing Penny.
Well, you know what they say. If you can't beat them, then make them join you.
That was the whole episode? Oh, fuck. I was so enthralled by it. I feel like I didn't talk very much that episode because I was just so in it. So there's the two soldiers, the mechanical voice, the operator, and them. Okay, so no one knew, or no one knew of importance. Man. So the whole episode was dedicated to Team Atlas, which I'm fine with. Honestly, I'm fine with. Oh man, I really hate this episode because it's confirmed a long-held fandom suspicion that Penny actually can be hacked. Now we know that it's possible. I really wonder if Nora's gonna... Is Nora gonna keep those electric scars on her? Because, like... Or I guess they're really more burns. But, like... It'd be kind of dope as fuck if she got to keep them. But man, that conversation she had with Blake and Weiss. My poor child. But, like, also, go her. Like, learn who Nora Valkyrie is, not who Ren and Nora are. It's important. It's important. But God, I had hope for Marrow. I had hope for him. He's even more following, like, he's following orders even more now. And Harriet's the one who's questioning things more. But yes, Penny, even if Penny goes with them to... Or, I mean, it seems like her trajectory is Amity. And even if Amity gets launched and she's on it, if Watts can manage to remote hack her, then she's gonna come back down to Atlas anyway. I mean, she can fly, even if she's, like, way up in the atmosphere. Like, she can probably come back down. I mean, she's a robot. I was hoping that like, wouldn't be the case. Because we talked about this, I think, on the first Boopcast, where we talked about how, obviously, in the intro, there is that shot of Penny's face, and then her eyes flash red, and then she all goes red. So that's a really big indicator to a lot of people that she's going to get hacked and stuff. I theorized that I was like, well, but she's like a person with a soul, so can she really be taken over even though she's a robot? And, like, if the maiden powers are associated with the soul, can they still be accessed even if someone manages to hack her physical body? I'm now worried about, like, I thought that was less likely to be the case, but the way things are looking, it's looking like that will be the case, where Watts is gonna get control over Penny, and there's no way in hell, like, he's gonna follow Ironwood's like, what Ironwood wants, and he's gonna go have Penny open the vault, and then as soon as Penny opens the vault and gets the relic, he's gonna turn on them, and he's gonna get out, and he's gonna control Penny, and, like, James is such a fucking moron for even thinking to trust Watts. And, like, that was one thing, like, I had a feeling that this was what, like, that James would be wanting Watts for a purpose. I didn't know if it was, like, trying to finish Amity because of the way in the intro it shows him and Pietro mirrored. But now it's kind of obvious that it's like, oh, they're going to be fighting for Penny. Like, those two are going to be fighting for Penny. Because then, obviously, then Penny is in the, like, next shot. So, what else was in this episode? I'm just so thrown off by the end. Man, I'm honestly, I'm disappointed with seeing the Aesops this early. Just because I kind of don't care about them anymore. Like, they were interesting last season, but, like, now that they've gone back to just being, like, you know, soldiers, and now they're pseudo-antagonists, and I'm just like, I don't care, kind of. Like, there are just much more interesting antagonists to see right now. Like, I would have much rather seen Winter. Granted, I know Winter's very injured, and so, like, that's going to be a whole other thing. I am really curious as to then what the rest of Team Atlas's arc is going to be, because I thought it was going, like, they have broken in and escaped from the military base now, so, like, we theorized that, like, are they going to be responsible for breaking Crow and Robin out of jail? Granted, they now know that he's in jail because Harriet confirmed that for them, which seemed suspicious to me. It almost felt a little bit like, this is where your uncle is. Like, it's kind of what that felt like to me. But maybe I'm just too caught up in the fact of, like, I feel like Harriet's gonna turn at some point this volume. I don't like Vine, I don't like Elm. They're both so boring, is honestly what it comes down to. They were kind of interesting at first, but they never gave us anything more on Vine. Vine was just the monotone dude. And, like, Elm was kind of interesting because she was, like, bubbly and stuff, but now she's just, like, grumpy. Grumpy and mean, and it's just boring. And Marrow's kind of interesting because he's gone so, like, hardcore soldier now when he was a little bit more chill before. So that's he's a little interesting, but, like, also because he's, like, flipped so far in the other direction, I'm kind of like, oh. But Harriet's interesting. I'm curious to see how things go with Harriet. Just because there seems to be quite a lot of foreshadowing about her flipping. I'm still wondering how the Shnees are going to fit into this, because, like, they have to fit into this somehow, and, like, and they are kind of they're sort of a logical place for Team Atlas to go to soon. If Team Atlas's next goal isn't breaking Crow and Robin out of jail. They don't know about Robin, granted, but they know that Crow's there. And granted, though, they can kind of infer that Robin's there because Crow and Robin were last seen together. They also don't know Clover's dead. For an episode that had a lot in it, I feel like I don't have a ton to talk about with it. At least because it was I guess because there was so much action in it, and the action just speaks for itself. And so when there's more social stuff and kind of stuff like that, it's easier to talk about that sort of stuff. I don't know. I'll be interested to see where the next episode goes. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to see the conclusion of what's going on with Oscar and the Hound. But you know what? Keep us in suspense longer. I'm kind of fine with that, honestly. Like, this episode was really good. But, again, I'm disappointed that, like, I thought that when we were getting a Team Atlas episode, I was like, yes, we're gonna get a really good idea about where things are going. But the entire episode was just them accomplishing the mission that we knew they had. And it didn't really set us with a new one. Besides, like, help Nora. I wonder how they plan to do that. Because, like, are they going back down the mantle now and, like, hoping Jean can help her out? Or is it one of those things where, like, well, she just needs rest and her aura will heal her? I mean, those are, like, my big questions there. I'm still worried about, like, Ren or Nora dying this volume because, I mean, I feel like we need a casualty sort of a thing. I don't know if the line Nora said this episode, is that more indicative of, like, that she's gonna die or that Ren's gonna die? I'm not really sure. Because she doesn't know who she is without Ren. But, like, it's also character development for Nora. And we know that sometimes character development for characters is very, very dangerous. Because, you know, they give us things about them and then they die. So, I don't know. I am curious to see where this goes. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say on that. I'll talk more about it on our podcast, the Boopcast, later this week, which I guess I should just get into that. So if you don't already know, my best friend Shinoob and I, we do a podcast together called the Boopcast, where every week we discuss the most recent episode of RWBY. We will be having guests on this week. We've invited 2 people. I don't think either has responded yet. So we'll either have one or both of them on. I don't want to say just in case, but there are other RWBY reactors. They both react to RWBY. I can say that safely. So we'll be having somebody on, hopefully, to discuss this episode. Those are live streamed over on Shinoob's Twitch channel, which I always link down below. There's also a Twitter where we announce things like guests and streams and such, just because, especially on weeks where we will have guests, those stream times will potentially be different, especially with, I feel like this week's guests, the 2 people we invited, we are going to have to do this at an earlier hour because otherwise it would be potentially too late for them, I think. But yeah, so follow the Boopcast's Twitter account if you're interested in that. We are no longer posting the full VODs on YouTube. She is putting out little snippets of them to like convince people like, hey, if you want to see the rest of this conversation, go over and watch the VOD on Twitch.
But the fact that he didn't have an aura so contrived, it annoys the shit out of me. Because it took them way too long to react to what was happening.
Yeah, plus who's also to say that, like, you know, like, even when, like, he was pointing it at Ren, it... Oscar.
Him! He's pointing it at Ren!
Even when he's pointing Oscar at Ren, like, who's to say that, like, if Yang shot... And those will be saved under her Twitch as well, so you can see those all there. I also do host them on my own Twitch channel while we are live. I try to keep the chat for my stream open during it, just in case anybody pops in there. But the active chat is SheNoob's chat, and that's the, you know, the place we most frequently look for stuff. It's Friday nights is when we stream those, the day before RWBY comes out. I also stream on Twitch. I stream 3 to 4 days a week. Right now we're streaming Phasmophobia, Dead by Daylight, Kingdom Hearts, Dream Drop Distance. We're almost done with that. That'll be, I think actually when this goes up, we will only have one. We will have the final stream of this coming up on Thursday. And Persona 5 Royal. I'm also planning on, like, when I'm able to, like, throwing in like a Genshin stream, a Final Fantasy 14 stream, like stuff like that. So I stream those on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch down below. Follow me on Twitter for updates about my videos and streams, and just, you know, I like and retweet RWBY stuff. I also have a Discord. I have not really been using my Discord very frequently. I need to get back into using that. But it's also, I have RWBY chats in there, and if you are interested in that. Oh, also, I say this at the end of every video. If you do follow me on Twitter, I make sure that I don't like or retweet anything RWBY related without the hashtags RWBY, RWBY8, or RWBY8 spoilers. So if you follow me on Twitter and you aren't able to watch the episode right away, those are the tags to mute, and you will see nothing RWBY related from me. So just thought I'd throw that out there for people who want to know. I think that's everything. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Kaylee's Twitch, the Boopcast Twitter account, all that stuff. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. And let me know what you thought of the episode. Do you hope Nora gets to keep those sick ass, like, electrical scar burns? Because I kind of hope so. Also, her hair. I mean, she was the fucking Bride of Frankenstein with that hair, but I loved it. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week for Chapter 8. Alright, bye everybody.